Hi, thank you so much for stopping by. This is Amy from With Love by Amy, and today we're going to use this Ride Like a Girl stamp that I was gifted from someone else to make a horse-themed card for a hop over on Instagram, and I will talk more about the details later on. And these are what I'm going to use to color the image. These are my watercolor pencils. I have an older set from Stampin' Up! And a newer set from Prismacolor that my kids got me for my birthday. Um, all right, so I stamped the image in black ink, and I'm going to speed up the coloring here so that you don't have to sit through me watching the whole coloring, but basically just color whatever colors you want. You don't even, as long as you stay within the lines, it doesn't have to cover all the area you need to color, because once you use the blender pens, which I'm using right now, those are old from Stampin' Up! Too. I don't know if they're still available because, like I said, they're really old. I haven't seen them anywhere else, but they give out less water than a water brush would do, so that's why I really like it. All right, so here is my finished colored image. I just did it on some Nina, I think Nina cardstock, and this is a tear ruler, and it is also old. It's from Creative Memories back in the day, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the stamp that I'm using because it was given to me by a friend and it was in my stash of, oh yeah, this is cool, I like it. I'll use it eventually. But then when I saw that the hop that I'm participating in today over on Instagram called for a horse, I was like, perfect. And I found the stamp after much looking because I didn't know where I'd put it. Um, I did a little research on the stamp because I at first thought I would take the horse away from the writing. Like I would just do some stamp surgery and cut the horse away from the writing. But after I did the research, I realized that those names on the stamp, the Ride Like a Girl thing, is from the female pioneers of the National Rodeo Circuit. So in the early 1900s, women didn't really participate in the National Rodeo Circuit. Yes, there were women that rode in the like local smaller rodeos, but Bertha Kaepernick was one of in like I think it said 1902. I could be wrong on the year. I just googled it, but I forgot. 1902 or so. She was an early pioneer of winning championships and being accepted into the National Rodeo Circuit. And then the other names on there as well are other ladies that followed with, so they were kind of like the Ride Like a Girl crew because they were all the first people to get accepted into the National Rodeo Circuit, which I thought was super cool. I was glad I did some research and didn't just make a card. All right, so now we're making the background for the card, and we're using a sticky mat. That blue mat back there, I didn't really show putting it in my Misty because I guess I forgot to film it. But that is a sticky mat from the Dollar Tree, and then we're going to use chocolate chip ink from Stampin' Up. And the wood grain stamp that we have there, that's also from Stampin' Up. So yeah, you can use any wood grain stamp. I know there's lots of them out there. I just have had this one for a very long time. So we're inking up the stamp nicely, and then we are going to, after we get that out of the Misty, we're going to put our sticky mat away. When you put away your sticky mat, you always want to make sure you cover it back up with the plastic film that it came with. All right, and we're going to make this wood grain background look like it is floor panels or wood panels, not necessarily floors, but wood panels. And so we are drawing like little ends with screws in them so that it looks like pieces of wood. And I'm just using my Make Art Station there and the clear ruler. You can't really see it there, but I am using the clear ruler that the Make Art Station came with. And I'm just sliding it down and kind of like making random lines with little dots to look like screws at the end of them. And I did realize that the um, the image with the horse and all the names on it, it takes up the majority of the center of the piece of cardstock. So I'm not really working too much on the center of the piece of cardstock. I'm just kind of doing the top and the bottom because nobody will see the ones in the center once I put the image on there. And I'm even making sure I do those little half boards there on the side so that it looks complete because we got to do that. All right, so we're going to finish this up, and the hop details for Instagram are going to be in the description box below. It's hosted by Sarah, and We are going to put the finishing touches on the card with some Nuvo drops, and the sentiment is getting glued on as well. Every time I use Nuvo drops, I always make sure that I test them out before I use them because I've gotten this far in my card. I don't want to mess it up with bad Nuvo drops. So that's what's going to happen as soon as I glue this all together. And I would really appreciate it if you liked my video and subscribed to my channel. I have noticed that 73% of the people that view my videos are not subscribed, and it costs you nothing to subscribe. It really would help me out though, because I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. And if you could subscribe to my channel after you watch this video, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so we're almost done here with the card. We're going to do Nuvo drops next. And here we go. See, I always test them out on a scrap of paper to see how they work. And because sometimes they don't come out so pretty, especially when the tube gets older. And there we go. 3 little Nuvo drops, and there's the finished card. All right, so here's the finished card. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think of this card. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.